What if I told you there was a cheat code to success? Not the ones from GTA, but a real-life formula that helped tech giants like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs reach the pinnacle of their fields. Let's start with Bill Gates, the guy who was coding before coding was cool. Picture this: at just 13 years old, his school, Lakeside in Seattle, managed to become the first in the world to provide computer for students. You have to know that back then, computers was the size of your living room and about as affordable as a Ferrari. Only the NASA and other big institutions got access to it. So, to get access to one of the first affordable computers on the market, Gates' Mom Association raised $3,000 to buy a computer for Bill's school. But just so you know guys, $3,000 in 1968 is the equivalent of about $27,000 today. And Gates, oh boy, he was immediately hooked with that computer. He was coding like a maniac while other kids were probably debating the last Beatles songs or trading baseball cards. Gates was diving headfirst into the magical world of programming. If you ever seen a kid mesmerized by the first video game, just imagine Gates, fingers flying over a keyboard, in the zone before it was cool to be in the zone. But here's the twist: the school's computer time wasn't unlimited. Eventually, the funds dried up, and this could have been the end of young Gates' tech adventures. But Gates wasn't going to let a small thing like no computer access stop him. At 15 years old, Bill found a workaround to gain even more experience. With his buddies, they hustled their way into Computer Center Corporation, also known as C-Cube, by offering to find bugs in the system in exchange for free computer time. This was like a never-ending arcade of opportunities for them. Later on, Gates managed to secure a job at the ISA, writing code for them, essentially clocking precisely 1,565 hours in just 7 months. This dedication paid off, and when he dropped out of Harvard in his sophomore year, Gates had already accumulated over 10,000 hours of programming practice, a feat that arguably very few people achieve at such a young age during that time. All these chances gave Gates a huge head start. By the time the personal computer boom came around, he had all the skills he needed to launch Microsoft, and the rest is history. By the way guys, let me know in the comments, what is your cheat code to grow your business? Mine is Brightcall, my own sales CRM software that helped guys like Jeremy close $20,000 per month in 65 days. So go try it at brightcall.com. You have a 14-day free trial. Alright, now on to Steve Jobs, the guy who made turtlenecks cool before Elizabeth Holmes ended the trend. Born in 1955, just like Gates, Jobs grew up in Silicon Valley, which was basically Hogwarts for tech nerds. Imagine being surrounded by future tech giants and thinking, yeah, I want a piece of that. You see, Steve had his own cheat code, but it wasn't just computers. No, it was location. Jobs didn't just wait for opportunities to knock. At 12 years old, he called up Bill Hewlett. You know Hewlett Packard? Yes, that Bill Hewlett, the CEO of HP, and back then HP was the tech firm in the valley. So Steve, 12 years old, called him because they were in the same neighborhood and asked for spare parts of an HP computer. And guess what? He landed a summer job from that. By his 20s, Jobs was already launching Apple from his garage. Just as personal computers like the Atari 8800 were becoming affordable, Jobs was ready to take the leap. If you want also to take the leap, make sure to like and subscribe to that YouTube channel. So, timing and location played massive roles for both Gates and Jobs. Being both born in 1955 aligned perfectly with the birth of personal computing as they turned 20. For Gates and Jobs, the mid-70s were that pivotal era. If they were a bit older, they might have been tied up in an established careers and having a job. A bit younger, and they would have missed this revolutionary wave. The locations were also perfect. Gates had Seattle's growing tech scene, and Jobs was in the heart of Silicon Valley before it was even Silicon Valley. These places were buzzing with fresh ideas and opportunities. By being born when and where they were, Gates and Jobs didn't just get lucky, they were in the right spot to become legends. And this is not one random coincidence that just happened with Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Do you know that industrial tycoons like Rockefeller and Carnegie were also born at similar times? Malcolm Gladwell wrote a whole book about it called Outliers, the story of success. As Malcolm Gladwell will put it in his book, Outliers, they were the right guys in the right place at the right time with the right everything. I mean, sure, these guys were smart, geniuses, legends, but come on guys, you can't deny such a head start. But when you think about it, in our own era, you and I also have an unfair advantage that these guys didn't have back then. YouTube. You can learn everything with it, so make sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to that YouTube channel because I share lots of business tips and many people make money out of it. See you in the next video. Bye.